Hello again, friends. Matt with Eddie's Guitars coming to you as always from St. Louis, Missouri. And I am thrilled about the guitar I have to share with you folks today. This is from a new builder that Eddie's Guitars is now representing. This comes from my good friend, Mr. Benjamin Paldacci. This is an absolutely mesmerizing guitar that Benjamin sent us. This is his first example of what he calls his small OM model. Benjamin builds a standard OM. He also builds a standard double O. Now the small OM model here is going to fall size-wise kind of right in between his standard OM and his standard double O. And the whole point behind having a small OM in the first place as a model offering was he wanted to build a OM model that was exceptionally lightly braced. So you get the ultimate level of immediacy in terms of its responsiveness, and just a really huge level of nuance and dynamic available to this guitar, that really that light bracing system that he's employed in this guitar really brings to the picture. This happens to be the first of what Benjamin is calling the Constellation series guitars. This happens to be the Libra in the Constellation series. We'll get into some of the details on that theme here shortly, but this is a wonderful fingerstyle instrument. Like I said, it's just immediately responsive and just has a really room-filling sound to it. A lot of richness, glorious sustain as well. I think the tone wood combination, as well as just the excellent build style and voicing process that Mr. Paldacci there does. See, the top that we started with here is a beautifully sunbursted bear claw Engelmann spruce top. This is absolutely beautiful stuff. You can see that real milky white center, that beautiful sunburst going out to that nice dark edge there on the burst. This is what is referred to as the Orion Nebula sunburst shade here. Beautiful sunburst for a beautiful top. You can see the binding theme on the guitar is a beautiful and dark Wenge binding. Nice tight grain there. It's porous, but a nice tight grain orientation. Take a look at this beautiful rosette as well here. See that beautiful Wenge segmented rosette that has that Libra inlay done right into it there. Beautiful work. Back and sides of this guitar, an absolutely glorious set of perfectly quarter sawn and beautifully straight grain Wenge back and sides. And again, that real kind of porous look to it, but just perfectly straight grain all the way down. You can see that beautiful Wenge back strip as well. Kind of a modern look there when the I think when the binding material matches the back and side tone wood on the guitar. That's kind of a very clean look, if you ask me. I really like the matching binding here on this guitar. All the way up on the headstock, we have an absolute showstopper here. You can see that beautiful Wenge headstock veneer with the Libra inlay, so tastefully put in right in the center of the headstock there. You would almost miss it if you didn't know it was there. And just the headstock shape that Benjamin uses here on his guitars is just awesome. It's so unique. You can see the detail work all the way up top there. Really, really neat and absolutely impossible to mistake headstock shape here on Benjamin's guitars. We've got a 1 13/16 inch nut width here, so nice comfortable size for fingerstyle playing. We have a 2 1/4 bridge spacing. Again, very comfortable to get your fingers in there without a flat pick, get your bare fingers in there and really play very comfortably without feeling like your hand is too cramped up or anything. Under the hood on this guitar, like I said, we've got a fully scalloped and very lightly braced traditional X brace in this guitar. And not every guitar that Benjamin builds is going to be a traditional X brace, but his small OMs will have that traditional X brace. Again, scalloped out heavily, tuned to be very, very complex in its voice. Again, to have the great presence of overtones, the great presence of sustain, just an inspiring sound. I've had this guitar in standard tuning, I've had it in dadgad, I've had it in open D, and I've had it in down to some real low deep tunings. I'm talking all the way down to C and B in some cases. This guitar works really well with practically everything I've thrown at it in terms of tuning and really sounding like it's keeping a well-defined voice to it. It really works well, has a versatile sound in that sense, so we will gladly take a listen to this beauty now.